And so off the tip, it's New York. So here's Miami's starting group. Dang and Bosh are the 3 and 4. D-Wade out there with Dragic. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Galloway. Wade is covering. It's blocked. There's the dish to Dang. It's rebounded by New York. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
You know, you can point to their shooting percentage in the low 30s, guys, if you're looking for the reason that game didn't go their way.
Yeah, I think it's almost impossible to win a game when you're posting a number like that, Steve. I mean, it's just not going to happen.
Now, here's Thomas after the miss by Luol Deng. Here's Galloway. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. 2-0. And now, just over a minute played here in the first.
New York Knicks were ranked as the NBA's most valuable franchise recently, and with team values skyrocketing, the Knicks came in at around $1.5 billion. That's a beat, billion.
And of course, for the Knicks, a huge part of their value comes from playing in the Big Apple.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, the business and media capital of the United States, you know, they go out of their way to attract the big stars to the games. Courtside seats for the top names. That helps give the Knicks an allure, kind of a glamour that a lot of franchises don't have.
Now, here's Calderon. 9 points last game. High, arcing shot. Here's Olmenson. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
And the defense fouling there to prevent that layup, forcing 2 free throws here.
Nice job that time of attacking the paint and drawing the contact. They'll take that.
That one is no good.
Well, the Miami Heat, since the Big Three assembled, have been a polarizing team. Some fans rooted for them, others rooted against them. Either way, they've been an incredible story for the league and have become just a huge draw around the NBA.
Dragic against Calderon. The pass to Galloway. Back to Calderon. The feed to Thomas. The 17-footer. Shot is off. And the Heat going the other way now. And now with the Big Three era coming to an end, Miami now perhaps one of the more hated teams around the NBA. But, Clark, they are still at the forefront of the league scene in the East.
And while they might have lost a bunch of the bandwagon fans, by no means is this team finished with being a title threat. There's just too much talent on this roster, and for the first time in a long time, they might enjoy being viewed as underdogs.
Here is Calderon after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Releases from 15. That's good.
I'll tell you what, it's a huge plus to have him making shots like that.
The Heat with the lead. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kev, Derek Fisher and I got a chance to talk for a bit. The phrase superstar gets tossed around the league a lot these days, but that is how he described Dwayne Wade. He said that D-Wade's the guy we'll be giving the most attention to because he can function either as a playmaker or a scorer, saying no matter what he chooses to do, he can hurt you. We have to be ready for everything. Easier said than done, guys.
Thanks again, Doris. Here is Calderon after the made shot from Goran Dragic. Smith against Bosh. It's tipped. Calderon, that's good. Calderon's got his second bucket of the night.
Good job creating an easy bucket there.
Dragic the pass to Wade. 1:25 left to play here in the first. Bosh, that's for 2. The Knicks pull it in.
And little to no chance of that shot going in.
Yeah, that was a tough one right there. Chris Bosh, in some ways, had been the overlooked, underrated member of the Big Three in Miami, but extremely valuable. A nice complimentary scorer and understated defensively. But with LeBron gone now, he becomes more of a focal point offensively.
Now here's Calderon, averaging 9 points per contest. And here's Wade. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Whiteside kicks to Dragic. Bosh against Smith. Unloads from 9. Bosh with another miss. And Chris Bosh posted up a lot more, it seemed, to Clark in Toronto and Miami. Would become primarily a face-up threat.
And I think that's where he's most comfortable, Kevin. More of a slender build. He takes advantage of his quickness more than his strength, so facing up is really where he's been most effective.
Now here's Dragic, averaging 16 points a game. Here is Whiteside. And that one's good. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Heat lead by 2. And we'll be back with you right after this. And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And when you consider how the Heat are doing, Stephen Clark, what are your thoughts?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
On the floor for Miami, Johnson is out there with Haslem. Then there's Chalmers. Then there's Chris Anderson. And it's Napier in at the 1 spot.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
And the Knicks with possession here. The Heat knocking down the tray. Out to Hardaway. Pass to AC. New York moving it around. Feeds to Aldridge. New York needs to get off a shot. And Hardaway gets it to go.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Passes to Chalmers. There's the pick on the wing. Johnson from deep. And the Heat, another 3.
Getting better and better. Got that field goal percentage up in the 60s now.
Now they've dialed it in here in the second quarter. They are on fire.
Now here is Hardaway. He's coming off a 10-point game against Orlando. Larkin dishes to AC. Kicks it to Hardaway. Pass to Bargnani. He feeds it to Larkin. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Last outing for Miami, it was a loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
It was not a very inspired performance for them, particularly defensively. I thought, they gave the hostile crowd a lot to cheer about, frankly.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jumpers, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was right through the roof, and you can't win when that's the case.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Derek Fisher went straight from playing to being a head coach. Pretty rare, but to hear his former teammates on the Thunder, he's got what it takes to be successful. Nick Collison called him the only guy I've played with who can address the team as a leader. And Kevin Durant said he's a great motivator who demands respect. Kevin, a pretty good way to start.
Ringing endorsements from 2 great leaders in their own right. Thanks, Doris. Here's Johnson after New York gets the 3. Here's Larkin. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Bargnani passes to Hardaway. Good on the shot. Now just a 2-point Heat lead.
And he just used his height that time down low. That's going to be pretty hard to defend against.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
A chance to check out some of the stats on Mario Chalmers. His last 10 games, he's averaging 11 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the numbers might not reflect it, but the effort's really been there for him. He's going to get rewarded soon enough if he keeps getting after it like he has been.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, Steve. He's been unlucky not to have filled up the stat sheet more because his play has really been solid.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s game pretty different from his father's. Tim Sr., of course, famed for his UTEP two-step, otherwise known as the killer crossover, and Jr. Here's a different game.
He is a different game, but he's going to have an effective and long career. Senior was also only a 6-foot point guard. Junior is a 6'6" shooting guard. While he does have some handle, Junior I'm speaking of, he's more of a long-range bombardier thus far, and also I think has the potential to be pretty good defensively going forward.
Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Yeah, and as many times as you see it, Clark, you never like to see a player have to come out of the game with an injury.
Especially when it's your own teammate. But the other guys just have to step up in the meantime to make up for his absence. Next guy up is what we say.
Johnson, he's checked in for Miami.
You know, growing up, Tim Hardaway Jr. was really pushed hard by his dad. They would get into arguments about the game. And Tim Jr. said it almost pushed him away from basketball entirely. But in the end, Dad decided for the sake of their relationship to just give his son the space to figure it out on his own. And, of course, it's worked beautifully.
Well, it's been a heck of a recent stretch for these guys. The centers and power forwards averaging the most points in their position in the last 10 games. Number 5 is Chris Bosh.
You know, that's as scary a collection of big men as you'd want to see. Game planning for any of them is a challenge because you know how much defensive attention you're going to have to devote to them.
Yeah, it's almost like you've got to pick your poison. Either you leave other areas of the floor open and put some extra bodies down low, or you risk one of these guys running wild on you.
Now, here's Calderon. He has 6. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And one thing you can certainly see that Tim Hardaway Jr. got in his DNA from his dad is his competitive spirit. I mean, he loves competition. Asked if he hoped to be like his dad, Jr. said, I want to be better than him. I've heard that from my sons, too.
Here's Dragic. There's 45 seconds left here in the second. Wade kicks to Bosh. The fadeaway. That's good. And the Heat lead by 2.
You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway. Take the shot that's available.
And so it's New York with it. Galloway, the pass to Smith. Out to the wing. Dishes it to Calderon. New York moving it around. Soft touch off the glass. Calderon's got 8 points. 20. Dragic with it. Wade outside. Back to Dragic. No good, trying to beat the buzzer. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Coach, what did you like so far about how the team has played to this?
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Look at Jose Calderon. He's been really playing well.
Seemed like he made everything he got. I mean, anytime he had an open look, he took advantage of the opportunity there in that first half.
And Steve, they were all good looks. I mean, his shot selection has been terrific throughout the game.
They've got Calderon. Amundsen is out there with Smith. Then it's Thomas. And it's Galloway in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. For Miami, they have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. Knicks trail by 3. Smith with a screen on Wade. Galloway, the pass to Smith. Gets the front of the rim and out.
You know, they haven't been able to open up a big lead, but the rebounds are starting to add up for them. They may be able to pull away a little bit.
Yeah, they've been doing the dirty work inside, Steve, playing a very tough brand of basketball.
Calderon has the open look. That three off the mark.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Well, the way Wade played early on his career, guys, how aggressively he attacked the rim and sacrificed his body, you knew that kind of play style would not last. And so, Steve, it looks like maybe he's adjusted a bit.
Yeah, I would agree with that, Kevin. He's become more cerebral. He's also, you know, in terms of attacking the rim, doesn't happen as frequently, but he picks his spots.
Galloway, the pass to Smith. Smith drawing the double team. He kicks it to Calderon. Clock at 6. The 11-footer, and he gets the jumper to drop. Calderon's got 10.
And with Wade still getting to the hoop, you know, a lot of it, as you said, comes from his ability to keep defenders guessing with that really remarkable pump fake. I don't know if I've seen a player, certainly in the last 20 years, master the pump fake the way Dwayne Wade has. It's hard not to go for it.
Okay, time now for an injury report. And let's send it over to our Doris Burke for an injury update on Luol Deng.
Guys, I got an update from head athletic trainer of the Heat. A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. That's the end of his night for sure, and the timetable for his return to action could be a long one, Kevin.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
Yeah, let's keep our fingers crossed and hope he's back out on the court soon.
Rehabbing is a tough process, Steve, and with any luck for him, it'll be a short one.
And Wade really has one of the best pump fakes in the game right now, perhaps one of the best in league history. Defenders keep biting on it, even knowing how he likes to get in the lane.
Shoots from the high post. Here's Thomas, and it's blocked by Bosch. Inside. And there's Mario Chalmers on the assist by Wade. And now a 6-point Miami lead. For New York, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Calderon with it. 10 points for him. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Anderson, he's checked in for Miami. Napier comes in for Mario Chalmers. Here's Dragic from outside. Calderon pulls it in. The Knicks shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. 1:56 left in the third. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Plenty of space. That ball, nice feed this time from Jose Calderon. And there's 1:45 left in the third quarter. Wade gets to Dragic. Anderson a screen on Thomas. And it's Dragic off the drive. Terrific design on the pick play. And he lays it in. Dragic has got 4 this quarter. 1:31 left in the third. Outside Hardaway. He dishes it to Thomas. Back to Hardaway. Left side Hardaway. Now the pass to Calderon. Clock is at 3. No good from outside.
You know, even against defense as tight as that, you expect him to bury those.
I don't know. I mean, we've seen him hit those in the past, but like you said, the defender was on him like glue. It would have been quite a bucket. That's one he knows he should have made.
Knicks trail by 6. The dish to Hardaway. Calderon passes to Thomas. Outside Hardaway. Back to Thomas. New York moving it around. From outside, off the mark. Miami leading by 6.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they've got to hurry, step on the gas here. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Outside Hardaway. And the serious dunk to finish it off. There it is, guys. That away defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
moment now to check out our State Farm assist of the game, and what a pass it was by a talented point guard.
Now, this is what he does. This is the kind of plays he's known for, Kevin.
Knicks trail by 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. Napier is out there with Chalmers. Then there's Dragic. Then there's Chris Bosh. And it's Whiteside in at the center. Here's Dragic. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Boy, blew the easy two by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here.
17 seconds.
There's the feed to Larkin. AC dishes to Smith. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Galloway. From about 16.
Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's cost him.
Now Chalmers. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Feeds it to Whiteside. And they're pushing it up. Here's Larkin. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Heat.
You know, one of the big stories has been the 3-ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Here's Amundsen. He's checked in for New York. And Chalmers kicks to Napier. Bosh, a screen on Smith. Napier passes to Whiteside. Here's Napier. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. To the wing on the left. Fires from deep. That's good. And the Heat lead by 6.
I'll tell you what, they haven't exactly been shy about letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
You know, Steve, if you have the lead, you can afford to be a little comfortable with the three-point shots. You just don't want to fall too much in love with it.
Smith drawn the double team. The tray. And he gets the bucket.
How about the response? Retaliation. Impressive, huh, guys?
I'll say exactly that as well. Nice job to recover those 3 points right away.
35.
Here's Napier. Pass to Dragic. Pass to Napier. Shot clock at 6. Here's Whiteside. A beautiful reverse layup.
One of the sweetest moves in the game, the reverse layup in traffic.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. New York calls timeout.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Lance Thomas, he's checked in for New York. Calderon comes in for Shane Larkin. Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Miami. Wade comes in for Mario Chalmers. Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. Derek Fisher was just going over the plan with his team. He talked about their problems at the free throw line, but tried not to make too big a deal out of it. He said, listen, if we keep getting to the line, the ball will start going through the net. The important thing is keep getting there. Maybe that'll take a little pressure off them, guys.
They set the screen. And it's Dragic off the drive. Right side, Dragic. Not enough on that one as it misses.
And the fadeaway was about his only option there. Really good defensive position. Nice, strong finish. Very nearly a three-point play opportunity.
Yeah, when you stay aggressive, good things happen.
At the line for your Knicks, Galloway. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that shrinks the margin to just 4. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Big time trip to the line there, bringing this down to a 1-possession game.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Wade outside. Dishes it to Haslam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. New York calls timeout. They're trailing by 5. 1:14 left here in the fourth quarter. Smith gets the pick for Calderon. Kicks it to Amundsen. And blocked. 59 seconds left in the game. It's Dragic with the drive. Wade dishes to Bosch. No good on the triple.
Boy, with an open look like that, he is so gifted. Man, you got to play better defense. Eventually, he's going to make you pay.
You got that right. I mean, he'll do it from three-point land or anywhere on the perimeter, really, because he is a deadly shooter. You've got to do a better job defensively.
Napier, he's checked in for the Heat. Miami's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Dishes to Bosch. Bosch double-teamed to the wing on the left. And an intentional foul right there.
Jason Smith.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6. Anderson, he's checked in for Napier. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
And the lead now pretty healthy after that trip to the line.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. They're behind by 7. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the fourth, and the Heat making a change here. Johnson's checked in. The shot and game clock separated by 4. It's in! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
No, not at all. Not a real chance of getting back in it at this point.
Yeah.
Steve, you think it's over?
No, it's over. This lead is just too much for them to deal with.
Calderon, no good. And so it's Miami winning this one. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Dwayne, you had a huge impact on the boards tonight. Was that something you tried to do?
Yeah, Coach told me to rebound. I've been trying to rebound lately, so just trying to get down there and help our big guys out.
You did exactly that, Dwayne. Thank you. Kevin, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying see you next time as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Hassan Whiteside.